story about the man who said he found out he had 40 siblings? This is Ben Sanderson, and he was conceived by a sperm donor.
Which is, I found out on Instagram that I had 40 siblings. Isn't that crazy? All of you in the last video talking about, oh my god, my biggest fear would be accidentally, hooking up with a sibling. Tell me how I feel.
He always knew that he was donor conceived, but he was told that he would never be able to find out who his father was at all because of confidentiality laws. But he was also told that when he turned 18, he could reach out and try to find some of his siblings. So one day he was bored and he realized, hey, I'm 18. I'm going to go try to find my half siblings in the world. So he went to his mom, and his mom actually had information about one of his half siblings, and later he connected with that half sibling, and he was excited because now he had a sister. So a few days after following that sister on Instagram, a lot of people started to follow him, and he thought, well, you know what? Maybe the sister told all her friends about me. Who are all these new people? Then he gets a DM that introduces that those people were actually his siblings. And he was like, okay. And they told him, hey, I want to add you to our family group chat. And he's like, well, sure. And they said, wait, before we add you, do you know how many of us there are? And he said, should be about 10, right? That's the legal limit of how many people can be born from a single sperm donor. And they said, no, there are 40 of us. And you're the last one. You're number 41. And he was like, oh my gosh. After he's added to the group chat, everybody's talking and chatting, and he's finding out all of this information, and everybody's labeled child number 1, child number 2, child number 3, and he's child number 41. So he found out that the first child, child number 1, was actually conceived 9 years before he was. So there's a 9-year span of these 40 children being born from this one single man. Now, they know who he is, they know his name, they've seen his picture, but none of them have actually met him. Right now, they believe that he lives in China. They don't know what he does for a living. They think he might be some type of criminal because they learned that their grandfather is a famous criminal that actually appears in textbooks. The craziest coincidence I heard was that one of his siblings, like sibling number 10, had been following sibling number 1 on social media because sibling number 1 is a major influencer, and she admired her, not even knowing that that was her own sister. What a crazy story. How would you feel if you found out you had 40 siblings out there in the world? Leave a comment to let me know. I'm Te-Erika with the T. Follow for more.